Hi guys, it is Tamara. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Welcome back. Today we're going to complete our topic on stalkers. We're going to talk a little bit today about a professor of criminology who came up with some additional categories of stalkers. Now, this particular professor believes that there are additional categories that we should give to stalkers. And, you know, I kind of agree with him. I think we need to give some additional categories. We can never be, fully sure of the kind of stalker that we have in front of us. So, I think these particular categories are needed. So we're going to jump into that. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. For all of you who are subscribed and participating, thank you so much. As always, we continue to grow. We just hit 900 subscribers. So we're growing every single day, every hour, and it is so awesome. So thank you for supporting this channel and for being here. I really appreciate it. And for those who are new to the channel, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button so you can stick around with us and be a part of this community. I think we're pretty interesting here on the channel, and all the people who comment, you guys make this channel interesting and educational. So for those who are new, I think you're going to like it a lot. In case you don't know who I am, let me go ahead and briefly introduce myself. My name is Tamara, and I'm an internationally and board certified trauma therapist, but I'm also licensed in mental health, and I currently specialize within my private practice in treating children, teens, families, as well as adults with trauma histories and mental health issues. Okay guys, so when we talk about stalkers, I don't know about you, but my heart rate goes up, and no matter how trained I have been in this particular topic, it has been a really interesting focus. And my heart rate goes up, for many reasons. One is because it's an anxiety provoking topic. Two, it's because I know the numbers, and the numbers are staggering. There are way too many people who are being stalked. Number three, I think that there needs to be something done legally in our legal structure to deal with them. And four, most of them have psychiatric or emotional issues that never really got dealt with when it needed to get dealt with. Stalkers are really complex individuals, and they require an expert or somebody really keen to their behavior, to the things that they say, to their social cues, to be able to identify that they are in need of help. Now, you may be wondering, if you've stuck with me through this whole series, you may be wondering, can a stalker actually be helped? And, the question is not a bad question. I just think the answer is really variable. It depends. It depends on the age, the sex, the gender, the age, the culture, the emotional ability to understand, the emotional maturity, the psychological structure, the psychological stability, I should say. I mean, there's just a lot of variables here that I think will really determine whether a stalker can be helped or not. I'm not sure that they can. And it really depends on what kind of stalker, kind of category of a stalker they fall up under, right? Like the last video we did intimacy stalkers and predatory stalkers. I think predatory stalkers are just doomed. They're sociopaths. Now, intimacy stalkers, there may be some hope for them, and competent stalkers, there may be some hope for them because maybe they can go to therapy and figure out why they're so emotionally needy. Or maybe they can get the help that they've always needed relationally and emotionally and psychologically, But I really don't know. I might come back with some research on this, so stick around for that. If you're interested in this topic or it relates to you, I may try to put some research on the channel and maybe invite someone that I know as a colleague that can kind of help us understand this a little bit better. So let me know if you're interested in that in the comment section. So let's go ahead and jump into this, okay? So Dr. Ronald Holmes, okay, he's a professor of criminology. And I'll put his information down in the description box if you want to click around and look him up. He's interesting because he points out additional categories of stalkers, and he thinks that we should have, I think it's 4 or 5 additional categories. So I'm going to run through those categories, and I'm going to give you my view of what I think about this, okay? So the first category that he mentions is the domestic stalker. And this is the individual who, maybe you broke up with, maybe you got a divorce from, this is an individual who, may have been in a romantic relationship with you for maybe 2 years, a couple months, 25 years, whatever. And now you guys have broken off the relationship, and you're not interested in continuing with this person. So they almost obsess over you. They ruminate, you know? Here's the definition of ruminate right over here. And basically, it's like this obsessive train of thought. You just go around and around and around and around. And usually when you have an obsession, there's an emotion that follows. And if you are having obsessive thoughts about being in a relationship with this person, you're probably going to end up convincing your emotions of how you think you really feel. And so, you know, this kind of individual may say, you know what, I'm not breaking up with this person, and they come back to stalk you. So a domestic stalker, the type of person, you know, you've been in a relationship with, you've broken it off, or it's, you know, the relationship is gone, there's nothing. And yet the stalker still wants something to do with you. That's the domestic stalker, okay? And that happens in a lot of situations where there's a marriage, it broke up because of an affair, you know, one person wasn't ready to let go and the other person was ready to say goodbye, you know? The next category is the lustful category. Now, Dr. Holmes basically says this, look, the lustful category of stalkers are serial predators. They do this for a living, They do this. This is who they are. Serial rapists and murderers, right? That's the predatory group of stalkers that we talked about in the last video. These lustful stalkers really do seek a sexual charge out of the things that they do repeatedly. Okay, the next category was love-scorned. And Dr. Holmes basically shows that, and I'll put an article in the description box for you below where he talks about this, but he basically says this, that this is an acquaintance, it's a neighbor, it's a co-worker, and they can't take rejection. They are love-scorned, okay? They can't accept the fact that you have rejected them. So what do? They kind of obsess over you, their emotions become more intensified, and then they come at you, right? And they come at you with cameras, following you, maybe going to your job, maybe talking to a close friend, a coworker, or doing something that will leave their tracks behind. They're love-scorned, but they want to get you, right? These kind of individuals are sometimes motivated by delusions. Now, there's two particular delusions I think they are primarily motivated by. One is erotomanic delusions. And here we go right here where the definition, but here we go right up here where I talk about it a little bit more extensively. Now, erotomanic delusions are basically this. They are delusions of romance, you know? It's the delusion that you know each other. It's the delusion that there's an emotional connection, even though I don't know you personally. It's a delusion that, okay, that's a celebrity on the TV screen, and yet I believe I am her husband, or I believe that I am her wife, you know? Erotomanic delusions can also trigger emotions of almost like jealousy. You know, you don't want that other person to be around anybody that they may love or fall for or be interested in. So there's kind of like this delusional belief pattern that there's a relationship when there really isn't. Okay. Another delusion is delusion of grandeur. They have this delusion that they are like way up here, like they're up here with God, angels, and other spiritual beings, you know, and they feel really powerful. And if you reject somebody like that, you know, I'm going to post my first video right up here for you. You can go back and see that. You know, they kind of have this what kind of disposition. It's like, what? You mean to tell me you don't like me? How? You know, they're kind of shocked. And these kind of love-scorned individuals may come back to get you just because they're rejected. They don't like the rejection. And for the most part, they lack confidence and they lack a connection with reality. So, you know, because of that, you know, these kind of individuals resort to stalking. All right. The next category is celebrity. They stalk celebrities. That's all. They go online and they cyber stalk and they try to learn everything that they can learn about the individual. And this is very different, guys, from just being attracted to a celebrity. Okay. This is different. You know, this is more of a deeper seated, I want contact and I'm going to follow this celebrity and see if I can get close to them because I just need to get within 6 feet of them, you know? So it really can get that deep. And these particular stalkers end up stalking celebrities a lot. And these are the kind of stalkers that will go to the celebrity's home and try to break in. Like they are very driven by their unrealistic desire. Okay, a political stalker is another category that he mentioned, and this stalker is really a stalker of politicians, political thinkers, and individuals who disagree with them politically. They will stalk you. Now, this may be motivated by anger, resentment, or just strong feelings of disagreement, and they can't take the fact that you believe the way you do, so they stalk you and almost harass you. And if I can find a movie on this. I think there might be one. If I can find a movie on this, I will be sure to post it in the description box. If you don't see the movie in the description box, I couldn't find one. Okay, or I'm taking long to put it in the box. But, rest assured that anytime I tell you something's going to be down there in the description box, I'll make sure I put it in there. So if I can find the movie that I'm thinking of, I will put it down there for you. And that way you can watch that movie and kind of see what a political stalker is like. The final category that Dr. Holmes suggested or kind of proposed is the hit category. And this is the individual who basically, calls a hitman, and the hitman stalks the individual in order to murder them. And this kind of an individual is just sadistic, if you ask me. They'll do whatever they need to do to complete the job. So these are additional categories, guys, that Dr. Ronald Holmes suggested, and I can't disagree. I think these are particular categories that need to be looked at. If you are interested in this topic and you find that you too have been a part of this, I encourage you to Google Dr. Ronald Holmes, and you can also get the book In Sheep's Clothing, and I will post a link to that book below. You may also be wondering what my interest is in this particular topic, and I will share with you that when I was in college and grad school, I studied forensic psychology, and I also studied forensic science. So I'm really, I guess you could say, for lack of a better word, really astute when it comes to criminology and forensics. And so this is kind of a part of my area of expertise. I do zone in on trauma, but I also have had many cases where stalking has been a part of it, and other similar situations of criminology. This topic is pretty huge. I think in the first video, I think it happens to 370,000 men and over 1 million women. And somebody said in the comments section, I'm sure it's way more than that. And I agree. So, if you find that this is you, I encourage you to seek out psychotherapy. And then, also learn as much as you can. Learn to protect yourself. That's the best weapon that you have. Now, here's a video right up here where I talk about some ways that you can protect yourself. I hope it's helpful. Thank you so much for being with me today, guys. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can stick around with us. And I will see you in the next video. We're going to start a brand new topic. All right, see you then.